Well, good morning and welcome back to CityLine. As you can see, this segment has gone to the animals, and that's a good thing. With me in the house, I have the Tacoma Humane Society, and we have some wonderful news and someone who I am just delighted to introduce you to. So please, let's give a real warm Tacoma Grit City welcome to Stuart Earley. You are the new Chief Executive Officer for Tacoma Humane Society. Welcome.
Thank you very much.
Yay! It's so great to have you here. And this beautiful woman who makes it look so easy, Laverne Pitt, you are the External Affairs Officer for Tacoma Humane Society. Welcome back, sweet pea.
Thank you. It's great to be back.
Thank you for organizing all of this. And you brought another very handsome man with you who we're going to get to know here in a few minutes. And he's available to go home with you as opposed to this one.
Yes.
This one does not go home, but this one does.
Yeah.
So Stuart, oh my gosh, you come to us via Scotland. And what made you want to come 6,000 miles from Scotland to the Humane Society for Tacoma and Pierce County?
Well, apart from coming to see CJ and dogs like him.
Yeah, exactly.
I've always loved the USA. I used to work for the state of Florida. My wife and I came on our honeymoon to the USA. We've come back for our wedding anniversary and one of our birthdays when we can. And I spent 25 years in animal welfare. So this was my dream job. So when I saw this, I thought, I can't resist this. This is something I've got to come to. And I've never had such a warm welcome when going anywhere to start a new job. So it's been absolutely fantastic. I've only been here 4 weeks, but I feel so at home here.
I was going to say, so 4 weeks you've been here. Okay, so you're over the jet lag, and are you starting to find your way around town?
Yes, I can find my way some ways. If I can find South Tacoma Way, then I know where I'm going.
You're perfect. I mean, that's really all you need. That and Pacific Avenue,
Yep.
and that to the grocery store and back, and you're good.
Oh yes, need to find where the local grocery store is.
That's absolutely. So, oh my gosh, I mean, have we had a chief executive officer that's ever been from outside of the country before, Laverne?
No, we are so excited to have him on board. Given his amazing experience leading the Scottish SPCA and his incredible background in animal welfare that spans 25 years, we are just so lucky to have him on with us now to lead us into the future and the vision that we really want in terms of animal welfare here in the United States and in the Tacoma area.
I love that. So how has the staff and volunteers reacted to having someone from the UK here?
Oh, they just love him. He's got such wonderful stories, and he has such wonderful stories and such a great background and just incredibly knowledgeable. And the UK has an incredible track record with animal welfare, and it's one that we're aspiring to bring here as well, and moving us forward into that new realm and into that next chapter of really going beyond just the gold standard that we've already achieved, but to going into that next phase of being even more animal welfare policy and things of that nature.
Yes, let's talk about that, Stuart. Why is it important to influence regional and national animal welfare policy as opposed to just here in Tacoma?
Well, I think CJ is a classic example of that. I mean, CJ came to us because his owners were unable to look after him. At the moment, shelters can't provide any veterinary care assistance to people who own their own animals. And that's something we'd like to change. I think all shelters in the Washington area state area would like to do that. And also when you look at, I remember when Hurricane Katrina hit, there were some awful pictures of, I think it was a little boy who'd lost all his family, and all he had left was his dog.
Yes.
And the dog had to be separated from the little boy. And I think as a consequence of that, the law changed, and now animals can be taken to shelters. But that's just two examples of how you really need to influence national policy, regional policy, to try and make things better for animals, and to try and keep families together, extended furry families.
Absolutely. So let's talk about Laverne, let's talk about CJ, because my heart's desire is that people will see this program and somebody has a home and a heart for CJ. So tell us what we need to know about this handsome boy.
Well, CJ needs a special home and a special person to love him very much. He's 5 years old, and he has a skin condition, and so he's been with us a little while as we've been treating that condition and getting him ready to be adoptable, but he's going to need ongoing support with that. In addition, he really prefers to be the only animal in the house, and so that's something for somebody to consider when looking to adopt CJ. But he's such a big love bug, and he loves being on couches. He's crate trained. He's potty trained. He's so incredibly obedient and just a big lovable dog.
Well, he charmed everybody in the green room. I mean, so well behaved. Those little ears were up the whole time. I mean, and these beautiful chocolate brown eyes that just say, "I love everybody." I was like, "Oh my gosh, you are a prince among dogs." Well, all dogs are. So let's go back to Stuart here for a second, because Stuart, I know you get to spend a lot of time with our friends, our four-legged friends. When you think about the challenge that's ahead of you, regionally, nationally, even internationally, why are you the best person for this?
That's a good question. I suppose I have something like 25 years worth of experience. I think animal welfare is something which you can get to grips with relatively easily, but to really understand all the nuance of it, all about how the advocacy interacts with the operational aspects, how shelters operate, the veterinary side, it really takes a long time to really get to grips with that. And you have to feel the job as well as know the job. And so I think with the benefit of my experience, that makes me a good candidate to take on this role. But the real star today is CJ. So I think we need to get him rehomed, and that's the key thing about today.
I don't know. Your accent is so attractive. I think you come a sharp second to CJ. So what's next on the Humane Society? Because you've been here 4 weeks, and knowing you probably already arrived with a strategic plan. So give us a hint here. What's next?
Well, a good friend told me you need to honour the past, recognise the achievements of the present before you shoot your mouth off about the future.
Wise friend.
Very wise friend. And if you're probably watching now. But I think there's a lot of things. I don't want to rush to judgment on a number of things. I think there's a lot of opportunities to take the organisation forward. I think a lot of great stuff's already been done. You have some fantastic people both working and volunteering with the Humane Society, and you have some wonderful animals. So I think we're going to work on a strategic plan together, because I think none of us is as smart as all of us. It's about involving everyone in how we go forward.
Oh, I love that. Best advice I ever got as an executive director was always bring your fire extinguisher with you to work every day, because you put out fires. So Laverne, we have an event coming up. Let's talk about that.
Yes, Paws in the Park.
Yes.
Yes, we're so excited. It's July 28th, and it's a peer-to-peer fundraising opportunity. So people can go on our website and click on the link and set up a team or set up their own individual page and ask their friends and family to contribute. And it's a really great day at Fort Steilacoom Park, where we'll have animals and contests, so you can bring your pet out and run them through. Rainier Agility is going to be there. So it'll be a lot of fun for people with their animals, as well as the walk around the lake, which is the traditional dog-a-thon walk. And so we're really just excited to be there to support veterinarian care for animals like CJ, who needs that extra support. And they come to us needing our help, and we want to be there and be that refuge for them as we help. And this is one way that we raise the money to be able to do that. It's a lot of fun. If your animal has a best trick, if they're a great receiver, retriever, that sort of thing, it's really a great day out at the park, and you can raise a lot of money.
All right. So, and last minute here, Stuart, is your family going to be able to join us for the event?
Yes.
Yay!
Yes, we are with my wife Emma is still at home at the moment with our 14 horses, 4 dogs, cat, and 2 sheep. So hopefully they'll all be coming over.
Oh, I love
but not
that.
for this weekend,
Okay.
for the
Yes,
dog-a-thon. I mean,
exactly.
Emma will be over for that, and she'll be sort of helping out as best she can, and you know, helping dogs like CJ and cats and
Right.
small animals try and find new homes.
So we have more information on the website that we've been showing in terms of how to sign up for the event. And I want to say thank you to you, to CJ, to all of your volunteers, your donors, your sponsors. Nobody does this alone. We couldn't get all of you on the couch, but that doesn't mean that you're not here in spirit. So I want to say to you, my dear, welcome to Tacoma.
Thank
Make
you.
sure you try some almond roca. And I want you back every quarter. I want to check in with you and see
Okay.
how you're doing, okay? And make sure that you're getting all the support you need, because I think that we have a winner here. So thank you so much.
Thank you.
My pleasure. When we come back in these seats, we will have Connie and Andrea. They're here to talk about the upcoming canoe journey. We'll be right back after this quick break.